Of you living the life you've always wanted. And the only thing standing between you and the life is the one fear you have not faced yet. Most people stay stuck. They don't get to live the life they've always wanted. But you are not like most people, are you? Hi, I'm Wesley Kruising. And today in this video I'm going to show you the power of facing your fears, because the fear is actually your pathway towards a better life. This video will show up exactly when you need it the most, exactly when you know it is time to change. Fear is not your enemy. We've been avoiding fear since we were young. We've been told to run away from it. We've been told to stay away from it. We treat it as a warning sign. But what if the one fear is your directional signal? What if it is the doorway towards a better life? What if instead of running away, you should go head on? Because it is showing you exactly where you need to go in order to grow. Everything you want is on the one side of that one fear that you've always been avoiding. I want you to challenge yourself and to fight the one thing you're most scared of, to find the path to your freedom, to find the path towards the life that you desire. And the best way to do that is to face your fear. You really don't lack the motivation. You are simply lacking the discipline to be able to face those fears, the discipline to be able to change your life. You've just been listening to your fear like it's your projector. But actually the fear holding you back can be like a prison. So it is your turn and your time to break out of that one prison, to break out of the fear. Fears are generally designed into three categories. There's the fear of failure. What if I mess up? There's the fear of judgment. What will others think of me? There's the fear of direction. Where will I be going when I do this one thing that has been holding me back? Those are the three general fears in your life and in anyone's life. It is all comes down to those three. And which one of these three is holding you back from what you are trying to achieve? Which one of these three is the one standing between you and the life that you desire? Keeping you from what you want to be, keeping you from becoming the real version of you. Because your future is sitting exactly on the other side of that one fear you have been neglecting, of that one fear trying to avoid. I want this video to be motivational, and I will tell you a great story about how I faced one of my fears in the end, but I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to face your fears. Every single successful and great person on the planet has been having to face fears. Like the motivational speakers or people that talk in front of crowds. It is a fear for almost anyone. It is a fear you need to conquer. Because here is what you don't realize. When you face your fear, your path becomes clear, your goal becomes clear, life becomes clear, your mind becomes clear, and your real goals will appeal themselves to you. They will become clear, they will become visuable for you. You just have to face them. So remember, as I said before, fear isn't blocking your path. It is your doorway to where you want to go. So don't play small, don't impress people, but become who you really want to be. If you're still struggling to face your fear, there are 3 simple steps in order to get yourself to start facing your fear. Number 1 is to name your fear. Name it out loud. Name what you're afraid of. Like, if you're scared of heights, name it. If you're scared of spiders, name it. If you're scared of snakes, name it. name your fear, because the louder it gets, the more you talk about it, the clearer it will be for your mind. And your mind will process it in such a way that when it's spoken out, it will help you to start challenging that one fear. Another thing you can do is to flip the question. Like if you're afraid of heights, think about the good parts. What if heights are actually amazing? What if spiders are just friendly animals? What if snakes are just beautiful and you just admire them? Instead of being fearful, look at the things in a different light, in a different perspective. And yes, these fears that I'm mentioning are really easy ones. And of course, you are facing with much bigger and much more difficult fears than the ones I'm mentioning now. But the process works the exact same. Flip the question. So think about that one fear in a different way. And then number 3 is probably the most important. Make a bold move. Let your body physically be in shock when you do a certain thing. With that, I want to tell a nice story about myself. When I was young, I used to be very scared of heights. My mom was scared of heights. I was scared of heights purely because of it, because that's what taught me to be afraid. My mom was always afraid, and it taught me to be afraid. But when I was around 25, 26, I made that bold move. I decided I wanted to get rid of the fear. And what can you do better to get rid of a fear? Well, you're gonna jump out of a freaking airplane. Scared of heights, cannot even stand on a ladder, and this guy jumped out of an airplane. I'll even try to edit a little part of that video in here just to see how it was, because I was really excited at the moment. The fear of heights at that point, it completely disappeared, and ever since I've gotten rid of that fear, because like I was afraid to stand on a ladder. I was afraid to stand on the edge. In fact, I couldn't even stand on the edge of a building to look down. And that's all basically gone. Like, of course, when I'm standing on the edge and I look down without anything to hold myself, you're still going to be like, yeah, okay, because you've been afraid of it in your life. But most of the part of being afraid of heights is simply disappeared because I faced it head on, because I jumped out of a freaking airplane. So keep in mind, you don't need more time, you don't need permission, you just need courage. Courage to face the fear you've always been avoiding. Courage to face it head on. And that life that you want, that life that you desire, is waiting right behind it. Let me know down in the comments below which fear you have been avoiding and which fear you really feel like you want to tackle after seeing this video. I want us all to become better humans, and one thing in order to achieve that is to face your fears head on. It is really the pathway towards a better future. And if I can do it, you can do it too. I believe in you. So let me ask you just one question. What if you jumped into the deep? Will life really be that different? In the video up here, I talked to a video about this, how to set the right goals for you within your lives to achieve what you want. And the video down here is what YouTube recommends to you. So if you think that's for you, click it and I'll see you there.